morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. Central Committee meeting of UML decides to seek clarification from 4 leaders. The top leaders have been accused of acting against party welfare. Parliamentary party meeting of UML amends a party statute. Dissident faction rejects the controversial amendment. 49 new cases of coronavirus reported yesterday. Active cases dropped to 998. Pakistan PM Khan tests positive for COVID-19, urges people to vaccinate. And India takes the 5-match T20 series at home against England, wins the final game of the series by 36 runs. And now the news in detail. The Central Committee meeting of Nepal Communist Party UML, chaired by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, has decided to seek clarification from 4 top leaders of the party. The meeting held at Balwatar yesterday decided to seek clarification from senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal, Bhim Rawal, Surendra Pandey and Ghanshyam Bhushal. The 4 leaders have been accused of acting against the party's welfare and of tarnishing the image of party leaders and the government. The meeting also gave the exclusive right of listing and removing the names of parliamentarians in the closed list of proportional representation category to Prime Minister Oli. Madhav Kumar Nepal faction of NCP UML has rejected the statute amendment endorsed by the parliamentary party meeting of the ruling party. The meeting, which was held ahead of the Central Committee meeting, also amended the number of board members of parliamentary party. The parliamentary party meeting was held yesterday at Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatar. The dissident faction of UML, led by senior leader Nepal, had rejected the amendment and presented a 5-point note of dissent to the party leadership. Altogether, 38 lawmakers of Nepal faction were absent during the meeting. Lawmakers of Nepal faction included Som Prasad Pandey and Jeevan Ram Shrestha reached the Prime Minister's residence and handed over the note of dissent to Prime Minister KP Oli yesterday. Lawmaker Shrestha said that the decision taken by the parliamentary party meeting were not in accordance to the party's statute and therefore they submitted the note of dissent. NCP UML senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal has said that the party will unite only if the decision of March 12th is reversed. Addressing a gathering of national cadres at the National Assembly House organized by NCP UML's Youth Wing, Youth Association Nepal, the senior leader said that only by correcting the mistakes made by the Prime Minister and party chairman KP Sharma Oli could the party go together as one in the future. Leader Nepal also added that his relationship with PM Oli stretches back 48 years and will not end that easily. After the decision of the Supreme Court has brought the NCP UML back to the old background, the Nepal side is intensifying the process of forming parallel committees of various organizations. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 49 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 275,829, while the number of active cases has dropped to 998. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 271,815 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. Death toll from coronavirus remains constant at 3,016 as no new fatalities were reported yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 50 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 30.48 million confirmed cases, followed by Brazil with over 11.95 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 123.42 million people across the world and claimed 2.72 million lives. And now the news from the economic front. Nepal Telecom has announced it is going to increase internet speed of FTTH service. Organizing a press meet yesterday, NT announced that it is going to provide high-speed FTTH internet service. According to telecom manager Shobhan Adhikari, preparations are underway to build a network to provide internet speed of up to 160 megabytes per second. NT is currently providing internet up to a maximum speed of 60 Mbps through its FTTH service. Although NT's FTTH service launched in 2015 is of better quality and cheaper than private service providers, the service and scope is still narrow. The service is still not accessible in all areas of the Kathmandu Valley. Adhikari further said that the current strategy of the telecom is to expand the wire-based internet FTTH. In this process, the company is increasing its capacity. NT has concluded that fiber is suitable for urban areas, but for the rural areas, it is also focusing on 4G service. According to the Nepal Telecommunications Authority, Nepal Telecom had 405,695 FTTH internet users as of January 2021. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan tested positive for COVID-19 on Saturday, informed government officials. According to Reuters, Khan tested positive 2 days after receiving his first vaccine dose. Nevertheless, he urged people not to be deterred from getting vaccinated. Pakistan's vaccination rollout has been met with widespread vaccine hesitancy, and Khan's positive test could serve as a setback to the inoculation drive in the country of 220 million people, Reuters reported, citing health experts. Health Minister Faisal Sultan said Khan was in good health with a mild cough and fever and was self-isolating at home, adding that the 68-year-old premier had likely been infected much before he got his first vaccine shot on Thursday. Sultan told local television people should not link the Prime Minister's coronavirus infection with the vaccine, which takes time to build antibodies. While it was not clear which vaccine Khan was given, the vaccine produced by China, national pharmaceutical group Sinopharm, is the only one available in Pakistan. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. England lost their T20 series decider to an Indian side that displayed some hard-hitting batting performances. England won the toss and decided to bowl first at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad in the final match of the 5-match series. Indian side were off to a flying start with captain Virat Kohli opening the innings alongside Rohit Sharma. Captain Kohli scored a not-out 80 of 52 balls, while Rohit Sharma scored 64 of 34 deliveries. Both Suryakumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya faced 17 deliveries and scored 32 and 39 runs each to take the Indian total to 224 for 2 wickets in the allotted 20 overs. In reply, the English side was on track to chase down the Indian score, with Jos Buttler and David Malan getting to their 50s with an average strike rate of above 150. But a disciplined bowling performance from the Indian side, led by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, restricted England to 188 for 8 in their 20 overs to hand India a 36-run victory. The Player of the Match award was grabbed by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who finished with the figures of 2 for 15, while the Player of the Series award was given to Indian captain Virat Kohli for his consistent batting performances all throughout the series. We're at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Central Committee meeting of UML decides to seek clarification from 4 top leaders. The top leaders have been accused of acting against party welfare. Parliamentary party meeting of UML amends party's statuette. A dissident faction rejects the controversial amendment. 49 new cases of coronavirus reported yesterday. Active cases drops to 998. Pakistan PM Khan tests positive for COVID-19, urges people to vaccinate. And India takes the 5-match T20 series at home against England, wins the final game of the series by 36 runs. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.